Hey guys, it's Ray. How's it going? In previous video, I talked about reading the air in Japan, Japanese culture, and then I said I don't like it, and then yeah, but don't get me wrong, there's good side to read the air, and for example, um like when there's disaster like earthquake, um people, even that kind of disaster situation, in that kind of situation, they line up in front of the stores to buy something. They don't just think, okay, I can steal it, things like that. um Even, that kind of, if when people in disaster situation, they many many people don't break the rules. They just read the air. So yeah, I think it's great aspect of Japanese culture, I would say. um yeah, but you know there's there are pros and cons. I mean, like, in Japan, like, if you show your strong opinion, or if you say no when people ask you something, it's kind of like, um it's it's like a crime, because people don't think you said no. You say no, or you know um things like that. And, like, for example, when I was young, I worked at some company, and then that was my trial term. And then there's a guy, um, um, just started working there. So, and and one day our boss said, like, if you don't have any plans, can you work overtime? And then I, like, can you work overtime today, things like that. And then other guy said immediately, yes, okay. And then, yeah, it's really, normal in Japanese culture. um he doesn't have, like, any choice like, to say no. And then boss knows, he's not gonna say no. um but the boss just asked anyway. But I said, after he answered, I said, no, I have plans, and actually I didn't have any plans. I just don't want to work overtime. So I just said no anyway. Um, yeah. And then I remember the other guy's face. Um, he didn't say nothing, of course, but he was like, "What the, you know, why you say no?" Yeah, things like that. And then boss said, "Okay, you can go," you know. And then I was like, "Okay, see you tomorrow." Yeah, and yeah, I just go back home, and then he other guy worked overtime, and yeah, actually, it's, I don't know, like I think it's really really rare case like that I said no about, you know, the, I mean, boss asked me and then I said no. And it's just example, but many Japanese people are frustrated about that kind of situation. I mean, they don't wanna they don't wanna work, for example, or they don't, you know, they don't think something is good or bad, but they just follow others' opinion. So they're frustrated, and then so that's why I think many people um, talk someone's behind someone's backs because um, they don't show their opinions, and then sometimes um, it's really rare, but you know, as me, like some people show their opinions, or sometimes they say no, and then many people, I think, many people think, what, why you show your opinion, even I don't, you know, show my opinion, and then many people are like patient um, to, you know, express their opinions, things like that. So why you do that, things like that. So they're in that kind of situation. They really really frustrated, I guess. And then yeah, many in many situations, I think they talk behind their backs, I guess, or they're just frustrated, and then but but you know, after that they can't show their opinions, like yeah, like there's no choice, you know. They just follow um what their boss say, or company's rules, or um rules, company rules is important, but you know, just how can I say, no unspoken rules, things like that, like the atmosphere. So, and so they got really, you know, frustrated, and then so that's why, you know, in Japan, like there are lots of suicide, um because they just follow others opinion. So they, you know, it's really really awful, right? If you have your opinions or your emotion, but you can't show all of them because of the, like, reading the ear culture. So yeah, And yeah, I mean, I'm Japanese, so um, yeah. Sometimes I read the air. Of course, I'm Japanese, so I mean, in the situation like if I mean if I don't care about something or things like that, you know, I I just read the air because I don't care about that. Yeah, I think it's okay. And yeah, like as I said before, like it's kind of good side on Japanese culture. But if I have um if if I have strong opinions or if I don't want to do something, yeah, I just say no or I just show my opinions. Yeah, I think that kind of person is kind of rare in Japan, and then it's I think I because of this I can't work typical Japanese companies. I say yeah, but yeah, it's totally fine. I'm freelancer, so and yeah, I don't have families. I mean, yeah, I don't have kids. Or- It yeah, I mean, it's not just um, work situation. There, there's everywhere that kind of situation, like schools, or yeah, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, yeah. There's a pros and cons. Yeah, if I lived in other countries or other culture, and then many, if other people um, say their opinions, I think I don't know. Yeah, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of selfish. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but yeah, at least I live in Japan, and then I have that kind of opinion. Um, yeah, yeah. It, sometimes it's so hard to, yeah, express my opinions. But sometimes, the reading air culture is, I mean, it helps me, I would say. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much for watching and see you in the next video. Bye.